Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It is a nice day and quiet night across central Illinois here in Charleston, looking dry. There's a few clouds on the way for some of us tonight as we see those temperatures settling into the 30s right now. 31 in Champaign, 35 in Mattoon, Effingham at 32. You'll notice some green showing up on Storm Tracker Doppler. That's out to the west of I-55. It's dry at the surface, so none of that moisture making it to the ground, albeit maybe a stray sprinkle somewhere. All we get from that are some stray clouds as it rolls on in our general direction. Tonight, temperatures are down into the upper 20s out there. Winds will remain light, 2 to 5 miles an hour from the north and east. The wind and the rain are in the forecast. We do have some nice days ahead of that, though. We'll break it all down for you as WCIA 3 News at 10 starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
State police are investigating after an officer-involved shooting, what they say led up to it. And gun violence in 2 cities have people searching for answers, what solutions they discussed tonight.
And flames burned high into the countryside tonight as crews battled this brush fire.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
A man's in the hospital after an officer-involved shooting this afternoon. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. State police released more details tonight about their investigation. The shooting happened this afternoon on East Walnut near Ben's Drive in Chatham. Chatham police say they were called out for a man with a knife who was cutting himself and telling people he would kill everyone. Police say when they got there, a 30-year-old man was trying to cut his own neck with the knife. State police say squad car video captured an officer trying to address that man, who then ran at the officer with the knife in his hand. That's when the officer fired. Neighbors say today's events were a shock.
Kind of scary in a way, because I heard like Chatham's supposed to be like more secure and like
it's different.
safer.
That's all I gotta say. It's different. I never expected it to happen around here.
That man was taken to the hospital. State police said he was in stable condition tonight. The officer had minor injuries and was treated, and he is currently on paid administrative leave.
Community leaders, education and mental health professionals, parents and youth leaders met tonight to tackle a troubling topic in their cities, gun violence. The group held a panel in an attempt to stop it. WCIA 3's Bryce Beeman joins us from the newsroom. Bryce, what did they talk about? What are some of the ideas going forward?
One of the items discussed in the forum was to get people to not be afraid to speak up if a loved one is committing crimes. They also said people are struggling with mental health right now. The panel also discussed the need for parents and the community to be more observant of the youth. The Decatur superintendent also said students are nervous about their loved ones being killed, so that causes them to do worse in school, which then may cause them not to get their diploma, then lose the opportunity to get a job. The organizers behind this forum were personally impacted by gun violence.
So I've been in Springfield my entire life, and unfortunately I lost several friends to gun violence when I was in high school.
My little brother, a young man that I raised, was shot after my nephew was shot in Springfield.
They hoped this forum would raise ideas to stop gun violence in their communities. The panel also included former gang members. They said they have put that life behind them because there was so much sadness and deaths. In the newsroom, I'm Bryce Beeman, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Hopefully they can bring some of these ideas to fruition and make a change. Bryce, thanks. Now, leaders in Springfield met today, too. The police chief is blaming 2 gangs for the increase in gun violence. He says his officers are having trouble getting anybody to talk to them because they fear retaliation.
There is a lack of value for life in our community. In the past 2 months, we have had 16 people shot from 12 incidents, which is unacceptable.
He says Springfield is also seeing more guns flood into the city. He knows of ways people are getting them illegally, including bringing them in from states with looser restrictions and stealing them from people who are licensed to carry.
A Danville man is accused of killing his father. Police were called to National Avenue and Williams Street this week for a fight. They found 55-year-old Robert Bryant unconscious. He was taken to the hospital where he died from head injuries. Police arrested 30-year-old Darius Bryant. He's being held on charges of murder and aggravated battery. State police say everything is okay after a bus was seen along I-57 near Tuscola today with an emergency sign on it. A charter bus had a sign flashing, asking for those who see it to call first responders. State police responded. They say the bus driver accidentally activated it and no one was in danger.
New 10 crews were called to a brush fire in Coles County. Take a look at this. Just west of Humboldt at 600 East and 1600 North. We've reached out to several fire departments for more information about everything that happened. We have yet to hear back. No word yet on what started it.
Illinois basketball has a lot of fans across Illini Nation, but it's not every day you get called out by the team itself.
Plus, there's only 1 week left in the regular high school basketball season, and teams are making it count. We have those highlights in full court Friday.
Jacob, looking forward to a beautiful weekend here in Central Illinois.
Oh, this weekend will be fantastic out there to get outside, wash the car, go for a hike. Getting into next week, though, we're getting even warmer. Look at some of these temperatures we've got on Future Track out there. 60s on the board, some spots getting into the mid to upper 60s on the table as we go into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. As temperatures climb, though, so does the wind, and our chances for rain and storms. We'll time all of that out for you coming up after this.